See, Trail Ducker? I know how to update the ticker at the bottom. Yeah, so the last course that Rich brought out, I think, the last one I played at least, was Red Spires. That was one where your first tee, where the first tee was on top of the clubhouse. But it was a really cool oceanside kind of course. But not like Pebble Beach. It had kind of that orange lighting to it, which was really awesome. Oh, he was saying that he's got some stuff he might have to do today, so he might not be able to be here. Fair enough. Maddie is correct. So right again, the lighting is wonderful. I love how this yellow-ish whatever colors popping out of this tree. Again, the environment is really cool. The framing is great. I like that. I mean, this is definitely heathland style planting here. This is a good start. Yeah, there's a reason I barely go to Facebook, Tan Man, and it's because of what you just said right there. Okay, so he stuck us on an upslope. And now that we're out in the sun, you can this lighting just looks really cool. This reminds me of the lighting that Ryan had on No Tempo. It's similar, to my eye at least. And then again, this kind of gorse heather bush stuff he's got going on here. Love the fairway around the green. Bunkers. One's maybe a little shallow, but I don't know. Nothing too horrible. I wasn't on Facebook that long or that early on, but that's also true, Axel. I have Facebook for one reason and one reason only, and that's because when my parents are in Arizona, it's the easiest way for me to try to talk to them. I like the looks of this. I don't like the looks of that shot. Remember the first time I found out about Facebook? It was right before I got married, so it would have been in 2007. And a friend of mine sent me a link, like an invitation. I was like, oh, I don't want it. Because I already dealt with MySpace by that point, and I want to say High Five was another one. I was like, I don't want it. Yeah, it was Facebook. I'm sure there's somebody in there, Ken. Like again, the way this hill is like slanting down here, the planting, the framing here is great. I really like this. Rich is gonna have to start getting himself into some contests because this and Red Spires were great. This was looking pretty darn good too. I mean, and he obviously doesn't have to get into contests. That's his choice, but he certainly wouldn't struggle. Oh, what's going on? Jack, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate that. You're on a 4-month streak. Have I even been able to have subs for 4 months? I managed to not make Jack lose any work today in his design, so that's a good day. So normally I would complain about this pin, but he's given us helping slopes to get at it. Front pin will be a bit rough because it's a long par 4 where we can't run it on, but... Aye. The rough's not fun. What was that flag stick made out of? My god. Oh, sorry, too late. Oh, Scoot, there's a red card now. Yeah, he's nailed the environment again. He's nailed the environment again. Lacey, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, we're up to 5 tier 1 emotes now, which is awesome. Well, that's well pushed. While I'm playing, just a reminder that tomorrow is Designer Syndicate match 2. And it will be Cody 4-0 with Las Torres Del Mar against Trashman 351 with Adora Trails. We'll be doing the same thing we did yesterday. Hey there, in your review. How's it going, man? Okay, what do we got going on here? So some kind of centerline hazards. It looks like going right is shorter. Yeah, it is. Ben, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I think I gotta go. I think I'm not sure this is the best way to do a split fairway because I just don't know. This left side's gonna play really narrow because of the angle you're coming at it from, unless you cut one in there, I guess. You're making it longer. Yeah, potentially giving yourself a better angle, I guess. Because you're not having to come over the bunker. So I see that. But and going right, you do bring these trees into play. Maybe, okay, maybe it is a better centerline bunker than I was thinking. I mean, and it's a bit uphill. Ideally, you'd want to get it over here somewhere if you could. I don't know if we can. But I don't know that I want to have the length of shot that I'm going to have if I go left. It is Canadian, that's right. It's evening for him, though. It's okay. I got a lot of European English slash European viewership, so I'm used to it. Okay. Second shot. So basically, don't go left. Because the left bunker's not going to be any fun at all. That drop-off, I like the idea of the drop-off. I don't know if I like it being quite that severe. But I do, like, how far down does that go? Is that like 8 feet? Yeah, 8 feet. I like the idea of it. I'm not sure if it's maybe a little bit too harsh. And again, complain about a part of a hole, make birdie. That's how I roll. The one thing I will say is, I mean, the green doesn't dump you off there until you get back here. And where you get dumped off, it's actually a little bit, maybe that's just the shadow. It does look a little bit softer, but yeah, this right here is pretty abrupt. That bunker too, although I don't typically mind a deep bunker because it makes them play like hazards. The one thing I liked about South Yarra that Ben designed was the bunkers there were genuine hazards. And I mean, I should know because I spent enough time in the damn things. Yeah, I remember that. Barkley. Okay. Okay, just from a strategic point of view, I'm trying to. Is the left side okay? The left side's shorter. That's what it is. This hole's long enough. I don't know that it matters that. I mean, even if I hit it in this bunker, I'm just laying up, right? And then what's up with the fairway? I can just run it down the fairway. All right, well. So the problem is if I go left and I tug it, I could get blocked badly. Yeah, it does, Ben. Rich NUFC, he did Red Spires as well, which was really good. Better angle. Yeah. The distance of the hole, like I go down the left, which is the short way. I still have 290. Thought you might like that, Ben. You're known to have the odd central hazard on occasion. No, well, no, they're the 17th best, Ben. That wasn't well thought out. You know what? That is a beautifully placed bunker. Caught me out totally. I wasn't thinking. Just decided to hammer a 3-wood up there. Bunker's sitting there waiting for me. A very subtle way of adding some thought to a second shot on a par 5. I like that. Wow. I mean, it's HB. HB physics we're dealing with here. Oops. So the back's got some serious help. He's made a long hole. He's given an opportunity to run it on there. I'm guessing he created this before the nerf. So running a driver up there would have been a play. but it doesn't, I mean, it does here kick you away. You get enough steam on it, though, you can get through it. Yeah, this guy's, Rich is doing some good stuff, guys. Whoa. Ben, you're from, like, the Heath area. Well, where Heath golf is fairly common. Does this look Heathish to you? Okay. Oh, Rich knows what he's doing. Took the Heathish. Yeah. You know, it's not really a word, but what the hell. He took the building out of play for me. Spoiled everything. I mean, you can hit a driver down here, but I'm not sure why you would. You're just bringing all the trouble into play, and it's only a 400-yard hole, so we've got all this room here to hit it into. Ish? Cool. And I think I want to be in the fairway to deal with that. Now, what am I going to have? Oh. Maybe there is a reason to knock it down here. Because that, having to come over that approach and stop it. You do have the backstop. Huh. I like that he's making me think here. I think I'm still going to hit 3-wood, though. I had a bit of a what would Ben do moment there, and there's no damn way he'd be hitting driver. I know that. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely creative. Okay, we can still 8-iron. Hopefully just try to use the backstop a bit. Oh, this needs to chill. Don't go up in that stuff. Come on back. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, the playthroughs I've seen you do, Ben, you don't strike me as the most aggressive player ever. It's fine. This is an interesting green, and then those mounds in front, or this mound in front, that would normally trigger the living hell out of me. But I think it works, because it really makes you think about what you're going to do off the tee, and then the fact that he's given us the backstop gives us the opportunity to get... Yeah, he's given us a bunch of options here, which I really like. This is definitely not a one-dimensional hole. You can play this a few different ways. Maybe, Lacey. The thing is, Seb, you know, some people are going to. People are going to try to bash it way down there. Oh. It's a cute little hole. And again, we've got... I mean, this is what good designers do that I love. That I absolutely love. And there was a guy, had a bit of a southern English accent, if I remember correctly, and a Canadian guy from the West Coast. They had a YouTube video, and I think the English guy was saying something about greens, and having like equal helping and hurting slopes. And here's a great example of one. So it helps this pin. It would hurt this pin, but then you've got this helping this pin. A lot of newer or maybe not so great designers, all of their green slopes hurt. So you see a lot of like drop-offs and run-offs and stuff, right? Where the better designers, they often all have something like this. And for this length of hole, yeah, I agree with you, Jack. It's a really cool shape. The bunker just fits in there nicely with it. it's 130 yards. So I mean, it's asking for some precision, but that's completely reasonable in a 130-yard hole. And it does give you the option to kind of go over here a bit to use that slope if you don't want to mess with the right side, because this doesn't look any fun at all. But if you get it up here, that's not going to be a very fun putt. And then there's going to probably be a pin here, you would think. Somewhere in this neighborhood, or maybe here. Well, maybe that's what it is. Here, 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 here. Yeah, I could see that. They would all play a little differently. Down here, you're looking at more, 117 or so. So now you're hitting something that's really going to stop quick. And then it's just, I like how it's kind of enclosed here too. It's just like a little hole. It's its own little area. It's neat. That's deep. That needs some serious chew. Nah. Very cool to make a little hole like that and have you put that much thought into it and still miss the green. Oh. Best Heath in the game. Ryland was great. It's been a few months since I played Ryland, so I don't remember it as well, but it was really good. I've seen the odd one, Scoot, yeah. The one I was talking about was it was Andre and Ben's how to get your course tour worthy, which I thought was really well done. And Ben talked a lot about greens, which you would expect. Ben's greens are usually really good. So, okay. And now we get the, speaking of Ben, now we get the short but can't drive at par 4. I haven't seen a lot of that yet. Oh, Rich? Oh, well, all right. Forget about me. So I like the bunker here to stop us just hammering it down there as far as we want. But there's room. You could try to sneak one around it if you really wanted to get up to real close. The other option is just lay it back here. Now what's the green doing? That's going to dictate it. I wouldn't mind this green being a little bit more interesting on this hole, if I'm honest. Because I feel like this could just be a pretty darn simple 3-wood wedge. Maybe look at lowering that a bit too. Just kind of... Or maybe moving the tee back, something where it doesn't look like this is right on top of me. Oh, and I've just bent it right into the rough. Oh, no, I haven't. So yeah, I mean, I've hit a miserable shot there. The fairway's really quite wide. I fluked a perfect angle at this thing. Yeah, maybe just a little bit more could have been done here, just to make it just a little bit more difficult. Or maybe interesting, I don't know. I don't see, that's a shitty shot too. I just don't see hitting driver. I don't see what it gets you. I do like this tier though. I really like this. So again, the subtle ridge, rather than that being red and just goes right off, like way the hell down here somewhere, it stops it. It's not rolling any farther up. I'm not close to the hole, but there's incremental punishment for hitting a poor shot. Revival, again, I'm going to say it. Revival's criminally underrated. Ah. So now that I've seen that ridge on the green, I'm going to take a lot of what I just said back. It's subtle, which I like. It's very subtle. Very subtle strategy put in there for the second shot. And I can see where, again, I don't see why you would hit driver. I think you'd bring that ridge into play more if I'd have hit a decent second shot. And then we get a bit of a blind tee shot, which is cool because we got the bunker to aim at. And we can clear it just barely. Wow. Revival on kinetic? Nice. Okay. I like that on this course you really do need to look at the greens to figure out where you're going to place your shot, to have an approach in. Okay, cool. Charlie, we'll see you when you're back. Yeah, I think it's this. So this course seems to be rewarding a little bit more conservative play, which isn't a negative or positive. It's just kind of what I'm seeing. Oh, I don't think I needed that to be slow. Shoot. Again, subtle little ridge there. A little bit more intense on the edges here, but love this just fairway around the green. Oh, it didn't send it left enough. Oh, it's still in though. Okay. Now we've got a hole where we probably do want to hit driver because 450 into the wind too. I mean, the wind is a bit random, but well, into the wind, I'm probably going to end up there. So yeah, wing spread was good. I played that on here, didn't I? Okay. So again, we've got a tight pin, but we've got some helping slopes. You don't want to hit these mounds short, that's for sure. So he's used mounding a lot. He's done a good job of it. Oh, I've yanked 10 kinds of crap out of that. That could have been really good. Oh well. I like the subtlety of the greens. There's movement to them. There's helping and hurting slopes, but it's not just smash. Like rip you off the green and that kind of jazz. Well, I'm gonna find out in about 8 holes, Trail Ducker, because we're gonna play Holly Point next. Wing spread was really good though. Par 5. Oh, hang on. I think I see what we're trying to do here, because if we can get it to the right of that, we potentially can give ourselves a better look. I just feel like the risk is a bit much, and I'm happy to get it up near the green in 2. I don't need it to be, I don't need to be able to run it right upside the pin. I mean, from what I can gather, Holly Point is killing Challenge Tour players this week, or Challenge Circuit players this week. Yeah, so if I had been more to the right, I'd have had a better angle at this, but on a par 5, I'm not as bothered about it. Especially when I'm going to have a 3-wood anyways, and I was never going to get far enough right to be able to run it up the throat, so... yeah, we'll take that. So, you're not necessarily getting close to the hole, but you have an opportunity to get it on the green, get a look at eagle. I think that's entirely reasonable. And I would suggest this is probably one of the harder pins on the green. Seriously? That's our eagle putt, is it? Love it. Yeah, yeah, he had a moment, Trail Ducker. We gave him enough grief about that yesterday. Well, it wasn't really grief, it was just more... At one point, I just was like, how did you do it? There's one point I was just like, how did you do that? Did you just skip holes? And he's like, no, I just started rifling him into the water. We've all been there, though, whether it's real golf or virtual golf, where we've just had enough. Alright, so hang on. So this is our, we are not making birdie on this hole ever pin position. We're just going to have to be happy being in the middle. After a par 5, see, this is where this is the philosophical thing of me. I have no problem with shots being difficult at all, but I do like the ability to at least try to get close to a hole, and I just don't think that was possible here. It was 235. So I don't know. I feel like, I mean, it's a reasonable shot to hit it over into the middle of the green, no problem. Where was I? I was coming like from this angle, wasn't I? So there's a bit of help over here, but not really a whole lot. This pin just seems a bit... It's difficult. Is it over the edge? No. But it's very difficult. Like, you gotta land it kind of here to get anywhere near it. And even then, I don't know, because it's such a long shot you're hitting in. But this could just be his you make par on this hole, right? I have a hard time with that one, though. I mean, what I mean by that is I have a hard time deciding if I'm okay with having to play for par on a hole. At the same time, that putt was pretty darn... Like, it wasn't moving much, so you could make that. I'd like to see this just a little lower. Let us see the right side a bit more. So we got another short par 4 that probably can't be driven. Although... Huh. What's going on with the in front of the green? I really get the sense this is a sucker. He's trying to sucker me into something here. Because you get the entire world to hit whatever you want back here. There's a sneaky slope here too, though, that kind of splits the fairway up and makes you decide which side to go to, which might be pin dependent. I mean, the more the wind turns side cross, I'm hitting driver. I want to see what happens when I hit driver. Well, it doesn't matter if I hit it like that. Did I? Is that better, guys? Yeah, downwind you might be able to get, you can get there. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. And that's where I thought, that's where I thought this slope might come into play. But the more I look at this hole, the more I'm thinking it's probably not in your best interest to try to hit driver up there. It could be a sucker play. Yeah. Alt F4. Guys, I can see my audio mixer is going bananas with my mic, so I know it's not muted. Well, a red card by itself is 3 games. But yellow cards, yeah. Usually, what, 5? Okay. Got ourselves a 5 here. So, is this... This fairway... Is this a split fairway, or... I'm having a hard time understanding why I would go that far left. Other than it really opens it up. But it really lengthens it too, doesn't it? Oh, hang on, I'm looking at the wrong number. So yeah, you'd have like the world to get home. Okay. I think I'm being a little bit too much adventure golf lately. Okay, so yeah, you did want to be farther left than I was. Shoot. I can't even cut ski around. I can't even cut this round, can I? Maybe I can. Maybe not. It's an interesting hole. These trees here. Here you can see the green. It's just so far. You've got such a long shot. Whereas here, you got to be basically right by this bunker, I think, to have a look. And I was way over here. Well, wherever the distance is, I was way over here. Tell you what, this course is making you think. And I like that a lot. Up you go. Oh. I think it was even more than that CR though, because I had a look and it looked like a 290 drive was leaving me 290 again. But I would need to play it and try it from over there to find out for sure. still make birdie, so that's okay. Yeah, like that. Yeah, I agree with you there too, CR. I had a quick peek at it and I just thought, that doesn't look like a play at all. Ooh, now this could end up being a very difficult hole. All right, what do we got here? The wind is not our friend right now. In a different wind, maybe you can carry this and be here somewhere, which would give you the better angle. You can try to thread the needle, I suppose. Oops. Or yeah, into the wind. I'm screwed here. I can't hit 3-wood. Get just a hair left. Hair left. Oh, you're gonna bounce that way too? Hey, Zone, what's up, man? Here, I even voted on the poll. And I put a big nay. I think this... geez. It's hard. I mean, this is a hole that... I think this is a hole where the wind could make it... Like, if you got this into a strong headwind, you don't... I don't know that you have much of a hope. There I am, red slowing my 3-iron again. I wasn't lying, Victor. I do it all the time. Oh, God. Axel, what have you done? How do you raid? I do it through the stream. What's it called? Blah, blah, blah. The stream manager. There's a button there. Raid channel. There's also a command that you can use, but nah. Yeah, this hole might just, and if you get the pin on the left, I don't know how you're. This is a solid 4.5 and maybe more. And again, it's wind dependent. You need more than that, Axel. We made par. Yeah, I voted nay as well, so. All right. I mean, the thing I'm really loving having to think every damn shot. I think this is a really cool strategic test. There's a subtlety he's put into this. I haven't really looked at the bunkers that much. I've been distracted by other stuff. They look fine though. That last hole and then that one par 3 or 2 that I maybe would. But I mean, that's me being a whiny plat player, I think. I like this one. I mean, again, little bit of help slope going on, and just some, again, the subtlety of it. Like, he's got some tiers, but they're not these massive 2-foot down tiers. Closer than expected, yeah. I thought it'd be like 8-1 nay, or well, sorry, 11-1 nay. Okay. This is cool. Drivable 4. This is where, and this is, we had this conversation last week with Nitro. This is where it's unfortunate that this stuff doesn't play more, isn't more difficult, because real life, you end up in this Heather Gorsey whatever stuff. You have fun. You might not find the ball, and if you do, you might not want to go in there after it anyways, because that stuff's thick and nasty and thorny and god awful to hit to be in. Whereas in here, it'll just be heavy rough. Yeah, we'll see, sir, in the OC. I've got a few things on tap today, but we'll see. We'll see. Certainly not going to say no. I do have to take Mini Obi to her mom's though, so yeah. So sorry. Right now, it looks like you're hitting driver at this every time, because the trouble you can get yourself into, I don't know, is that awful, but it should be, because this stuff should just be gnarly as hell. Again, another cool look from the tee. That's bothering me a shade. I don't know if that's in my way or not. Well, it is. Especially when I pull the crap out of it. Alright. Well, that's not what we wanted. And then we're going to airmail this. Okay. I do like that this hole. I like that there's more like Dikembe slopes, because it's a drivable 4. Oh, look at that buttering up. I appreciate that, Sir Leosi. Oh, he knows how to get things done. Oof. Have you got a full 18 of it? Oh, it's a par 4 too. Oh, Rich, you're just, you've got the steel toe boots on right now, don't you? How way, man. Okay, the angle's definitely better on the right. I don't want to try to go over this water. It's and then there's some this should actually be Benzemo, but there's some of this to deal with on the left as well. Although wait, Ben wasn't like the spelling of that, would he? Get over. Big jump. Okay. We're gonna go left as it turns out. Yeah, all but one of the emotes, you can thank J Raygun. They're his creations. The only one that's mine is the original Ameobi's face. And we're wet. I need a better angle. I don't need an angle of just seeing myself. Did I catch a rock or something in there? Okay, that's enough. I went in here. Wow. Okay, never mind. We're good. I mean, that always looked like a part, didn't it? That was wild. All right, that's a cool course, man. I always forget to do this, but yeah, we'll give it that. I think that the terrain or the environment was really good. I think there's a lot of the lighting, the sculpting, the planting. I think there was a lot of really cool strategy. I feel like there's some decent variety as well. Yeah. Yeah. It's a good course. It's a really strong golf course. How do I do that, dude? And I'm a bit busy right now. Great job, Rich.